It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. 25, check 25, check 25. Check.
Alert, 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 alert.
Shift. Check 13, check.
Red, tough. Hey, 18. Yep.
First carry now for David Montgomery. It's a loss. Four on that first play, and it's second down.
Leonard Floyd brought him down. Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shift.
Red, tough.
Check.
Blue.
Crunch.
Yep.
Now Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
18.
Mine's 59. Mine's 59. 65.
65.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Mike,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey, hey, hey. We got three. We got three. Three down. Three down.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Under 10.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Bears nothing.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And an alley run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Five.
Mike, check.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Get him.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That's what I do.
Check 31. Alert. Go. 58, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Here I come.
Alert.
Check 59, Mike. 59.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught at the 20. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 53 yards.
It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, Chicago.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's our time.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead.
That into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
Bears 10. Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Red, talk. Get your game up. And 58 is a mic. Alert. Hey, Alpha. Back. Go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Hey, Delta.
Watch twist.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. '58's the mic. 58's the mic. Silver. 58, boys. 58's Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Hey, watch the lane.
Watch the
18.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Red, up. Check. Alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he is... Taylor Gabriel, 55 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Check.
Hey, 18. Check. Alert.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
1st down, a run with Cohen. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Slam. 36.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yo, 61, matchbox light. Check three. Check nine.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Red,
58, boys. 58, Mike.
Hey, check.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Lock in.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, check 24.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, he finds Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
18.
Here's Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Blue.
Check hot route. Hot. Alert flare.
Hey, alert.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Go, go, go.
Alert, 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 alert.
Alert three.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Get up! 180!
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 37. Check 37. Check 3. Check 3.
Dalton now to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 59. Alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Finding Gabriel complete. 25 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Geno Atkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Let's go.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ball. 59. Mike's 59. I got one.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get this down to the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, alert. You're not ready.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton on the screen. Bernard got some room at the 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. And Dalton to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
So Dalton now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A 33-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind, a snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The final act of the first half. Dalton eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
57, Mike, 57.
Throwing, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Kill, turn up. Watch twist.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Hold the look.
A 4th down gamble with Dalton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw here, Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I'm here all day.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
52-93, 40.
On 2nd and goal, Dalton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start second.
And it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Yeah, baby, that's all.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Again, it's Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Down to about the 22 here.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10, 5, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
27 yards there, a first down. Trubisky now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He finds Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 52 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Slam. Chance. Watch the motion.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Trubisky will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
57. Mike, 57. You don't want nothing.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's going to let it. He's got it at the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Showing it.
18.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears cut into that lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down. At the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, D!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, 58 is a mic. 58 is the mic.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He'll buy some time right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On now, the Bears' all-time leading scorer, Robbie Gould, kicking against his former team. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 21-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
180! Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming! 18. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Rabbit. Small! 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 18 yards, first down Niners. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It's complete to Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
X3, 218.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Kill, kill, kill. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
12.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, he's got Burton here. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton, 45 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They can't hang with us.
On first down is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On first down, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Let's get this.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montravius Adams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Past the 20. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Mike 42. Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Hey, wahoo! 42's the Mike, 42's the Mike. Too little, cupcake.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. This is caught by Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Ha-ha Clinton Dix, of course, a former Green Bay Packer there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT and didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
47 on the play. And the Bears first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
180! Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Alert, 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 alert.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Come on, D. Mike 42.
Alert, 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 alert.
Trubisky will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They go play action with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. Tyler Ervin back deep. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
13 yards, first down Packers. Now Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with Jones. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Red, touch. Mike 42. Mike 42.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. The 20. He finds Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 46 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And a Packer 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
58, 57, come on. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
319.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Bears 10.
319.
Nothing.
Watch twist.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
38-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. They needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check 24, check 24. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Gonna let one fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, he stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, that's caught by Geronimo Allison. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers on target here to Allison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And a Packer first down.
58. Here we go. Tight right.
Hey, 4 down.
Rodgers now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
I got him. Whip. Watch the whip. Over. 57, Mike, 57.
On first down, Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Rodgers. Now he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They go play action here on first down. Robinson's got it. He's at the 30, 10, and he's across for the touchdown.